Hi, hey there. I am making this video today to show how super easy it is to make a Nutribullet shake, or as they call it, a NutriBlast. I am such a huge fan of this machine and so grateful to the company for making it. I bought it about a month ago. I don't think that there is any appliance besides the microwave and the refrigerator that I've ever used more, well, and a washer and dryer, but I mean a kitchen appliance. And seriously, like, I haven't even used a toaster in my entire lifetime as much as I've used this thing in the last month. I kid you not. And it is amazing in terms of how it can give you more nutrition into your body. Even my husband is using it. I've been making him shakes lately, and he actually said to me 2 days ago, he actually said 2 days in a row that he can feel a difference. And he was kind of surprised. He was just kind of going along with it, drinking it to make me happy, because I've always felt that he should get more vegetables into his diet. He's a typical guy. No offense to guys out there, but most guys aren't that good about eating vegetables. Not that there aren't a lot of women out there who can use, you know, more vegetables, but I'm just saying, my husband was one of those classic guys who's like, he's a dude, he wants to eat lots of meat and potatoes and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm so happy that he has been drinking these Nutribullets, and it's because it's easy and it tastes good. So let me show you what we do, or what I do to make the NutriBlasts for me and him. First of all, this is extremely important. Make the vegetables ahead of time. I'm one of these people who is so lazy, I hate to cut up vegetables. If I don't do it, well, I actually enjoy it if I'm just doing it all at once. But if I'm having to do it 3 times a day, it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. And I found that by cutting up about 5 days worth, when it's all ready to go, I will have 2 or 3 vegetable shakes every day. And it doesn't even taste like vegetable shakes the way that I make them. It tastes like a creamy vanilla smoothie the way that I make it. And, you know, you'll see. So anyway, let me make a shake right now, and I'll show you the vegetables that I already have cut up. Okay, you're gonna laugh. This was a cheese balls container, and it wasn't mine, but this entire thing was full. You can see, this thing's bigger than my head, okay? This thing is enormous. And the first time I did this, I went through a container like this, and I went through it so fast. I feel really bad about this, but I actually thought my husband was composting the vegetables or just throwing them away or something. I don't know why somebody would do that. I was thinking, why would he do that? Like, I genuinely did not believe that I was going through them as quickly as I was. And I realized, yes, I really was, but I'd never, ever come close to going through vegetables that quickly. So when I saw it go from here to like here so quickly, I was like, is my husband throwing them away or something? Like, what's happening to them? And I said that to him. I was like, are you like composting my vegetables or something? Because I thought, you know, maybe it was giving me like broccoli breath or something. I didn't know. And he's like, I'm not throwing away your vegetables. You know, I felt really bad. So honey, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. But again, it was just so hard for me to believe that I really was going through them that fast. And I was. And you can easily with a Nutribullet. So anyway, I went through one of these, I went through another one of these again, and the second time I made a batch, I actually had so many vegetables cut up, because I like to have a variety. Like in this one, I have broccoli, kale, well no, I didn't put kale in this one, I did the last one. I have broccoli, collard greens, zucchini, cauliflower, and green beans. And 2 of the vegetables that have always been the best for my body just really performs well after I have these vegetables, are zucchini, which is really cheap. I can get it for 69 cents a pound at the local grocery. Not Safeway, but like the local like market. And you know, I think I live in the right hood for that. And then there's also, which I'm just like retracing my mind. Was that PC for me to say? Hey, I love my neighborhood. Anyway. I'm not even going to redo this. Anyway, so the zucchini and green beans, there is something about zucchini and green beans, when I eat it, for some reason, it just makes my skin really smooth. And I am super lazy to actually cook these vegetables. Even when they're cooked, I'm just kind of like moderately like them. They're like okay. And so I really prefer to just drink them and I don't want to taste them. I don't like the taste of raw zucchini or raw green beans. So it's like I just want it to go down, and if it tastes like sweet creamy vanilla, then all the better, and that's what it does. So anyway, so this is, I'll put this on the side. So this is the container that I've been using, and the reason I go through it so fast is because I can just make it just like this. I just dump the vegetables in here. And you are only supposed to fill it up to there is a max line. You can see it's right here. There it says max. So don't fill it up past there, or you're going to run into problems with your Nutribullet and probably burn out the motor. And it is very helpful if you have a blending buddy, if you have somebody that you know of who wants to do this. It's not juicing, but blending, because I'm finding that it's hard for me to go through this many vegetables that fast. I actually only had one shake yesterday just due to a lot of things that were going on, but normally I have 2 or 3. So this might be down a little bit more if I'd had 2 or 3 more, or if I had, you know, 1 or 2 more shakes yesterday. But anyway, it only keeps for so long, so I can feel like right now it's kind of at that point where it's like either I got to eat all this in the next 24 hours, which actually is possible, or it's going to go bad. So anyway, so because I made it probably about 5 days ago, and again, I just go through it so fast. So I keep that in here, and also I keep a different stash for my husband. This is what the container that I've been using to make his shakes, and in here I have kale, collard greens. Oh wait, no. What was this? Oh, this is chard, collard greens, and I also have kale in a bag. It's super, super easy. Oh my god, kale and collard greens, according to this thing called an Andy score, which is like, it measures the nutritional density per calorie. Kale and collard greens are like the top 2 vegetables, even more than broccoli, which only had like a score of like 700 or something, which surprised me. And it was pretty cheap. I think it was $1.49 a pound at the local market, and very, very easy. It's a very hearty vegetable. I'll show it to you. It's super hearty, and it doesn't go bad very quickly. It just kind of stays as it is. And so it looks like that. And so this will keep for a long time. And I've been adding, you know, my husband's mix is the kale, or the cauliflower. Again, those 2 other ones. One of the Swiss chard, which was $1.99. I didn't realize how expensive it was when I bought it. So next time I'm probably not going to buy that one, because it's like, nutritionally equivalent. You know, it's better to get something like this, because you can't taste it going down. It's not like as if it matters what vegetable it is, so you might as well go for the most nutrient dense one. So I have Swiss chard, collard greens, and cauliflower in here. And cauliflower is actually, even though we've all heard cauliflower is one of those things that's like the best for you, or one of the best for you, it is really good. It's not as nutrient dense, but it does have some anti-carcinogenic, is that the right way to say it? Like cancer-fighting properties. And I said that to my husband, and he's like, "Are you worried I'm going to get cancer or something?" And I said, "Well, not really, but the thing is, if your diet doesn't have a lot of vegetables in it, or has almost none, then, you know, it's I mean, my husband will eat something if it's, you know, prepared in front of him and, you know, looks beautiful, but we just haven't been doing a lot of cooking in the last few years, so, or preparing. It's just like, we just don't get around to it. So anyway, so cauliflower is one of those things that is, you know, good if you want to ward off the potential of having cancer. So anyway, I'm just going to, just for you, I'm going to put a little bit of kale in here. I love it. And again, can't even taste it. Okay. And then, one of the next things I put in is frozen strawberries. And it's good to have frozen fruits. I like to go to Costco. This is actually, was pretty inexpensive. My husband got these from somebody selling them on the side of the road, as they do in my hood. But what I was doing before this was just getting, from Costco, you can get frozen fruit, organic fruit. Oh, here's the bag. You can get fresh, or I'm sorry, frozen organic fruit. And this one has peaches, mango, and pineapple in it. And it's really easy to just pull out of the bag and keep in the freezer, and it's all cut up for you, and it's awesome. So I would usually put in maybe like 1 peach and like a couple of, maybe like 4 other pieces of fruit, like, you know, pineapple and mango. And so right now I don't have any orange juice made. I just went to the store and got concentrate. So you can either put concentrate in it, or you can put the actual, this is going to get really high. You can put concentrate or orange juice, but I'll use either. It all goes down the same. And then using concentrate actually makes it a little bit cooler. And then, yeah, I probably should have done this for, okay, I did make it a little bit high, I'll admit. So I'm going to just go ahead and blend it now. Sometimes I do this if I know that I've made a little bit too much, if I put it too high, then I'll blend it up and then put in my powders, my Vi-Shape powder and my flaxseed. And by the way, I get the flaxseed from Costco, and it's a great deal because per pound, it's cheaper to get it ground at Costco, and this is organic, than it is to get it from Whole Foods, which is awesome because it's not fun to grind it up. Okay, and I do notice that the strawberries do take a little bit longer time-wise to grind up than the other fruit, than when I was getting the peaches and the mango and the pineapple. And it turns it brown because it's red, and red and green equals brown, right? So I don't like the way it looks, but it tastes fine. And then I put in 1 scoop of the Vi-Mix. Well, let's make that a rounded scoop. But when I make them for my husband, he uses 2 scoops. I like to give him 2 scoops, or he doesn't, but I make it for him that way because he really likes the taste, the creamy taste of the Vi-Shape mix. So I'll add that for him, but I don't need it. Because I have 2 or 3 shakes a day, I'll just put in like 1 or 2 scoops. So I'm just going to put this in really quick because it blends really, really quickly and easily. My fingers are getting sticky. So I'm not going to run this that long. This is a little bit over the line. You really shouldn't be running it too long over the line, but again, it's just the powder, so that'll mix very quickly, so I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds. Okay, that's it. Alright, and that's just about the consistency I like. I don't like it when it sticks too thick to this, then you can tell it's probably going to be like too thick. Not too thick, but like extra thick going down, and I don't really enjoy drinking it that way. But yeah, it's like super easy to drink. That's good. And the strawberries actually make it cold. So if there's any part of the vegetable that you normally would be tasting, having that slightly frozen taste to it will actually make it easier to go down. So, and it's fast to drink it. Although I am getting a little bit of a brain freeze, so if you put a lot of icy stuff in there, like I did, I think I put 3 or 4 strawberries, then, you know, you may want to give it a little bit of extra time, or you can, and sometimes what I do is I water it down a little bit more, because it just makes it faster and easier to drink it. Even though it's more liquid, it goes down faster for me. that's a lot more watery, but I don't mind it. I'm getting the brain freeze again. Oh my gosh, okay. While my brain is like melting a little bit, let me just show you how fast and easy it is to wash this thing off. And to me, this is like the best thing, one of the best things about the Nutribullet is it's so easy to wash. Like, my whole life I've always wanted a Vitamix. Seriously, since I was a kid. I think they were showing the Vitamix infomercials when I was like a tiny kid watching the Brady Bunch. Like, or not repeats, but like the first ones that came out. And I've wanted one for forever, but they were expensive. And at one point, I actually did get one, and it was like $400 and something. And I ended up returning it because I was like, I just couldn't justify the cost. And the other thing was, it was big, it was bulky, took up a lot of room on the counter, and it was not the easiest thing to clean up. And I've done juicing before. That's even worse. It's like, I mean, no offense against juicing, but with juicing, you actually remove all of the, not all of the, but a lot of the, well, pretty much all of the fiber, I was going to say, but the nutrients, you know, you get a lot of the nutrients in the juice, but with this thing, you drink everything. So, I really like that a lot. And another thing I want to say is, let me just show you how fast it is. That's it. It's done. No taking things apart, you know, it's like, except for taking that piece off that piece and just pour it in here. But it's just so, so easy. Oh, and if you're somebody who takes vitamins daily, don't do what I did and forget to take your vitamins, because I was doing that. I take ViSalus vitamins, which are really good. But if you're somebody who, you know, takes them regularly, like what I was doing was I actually made the mistake of, I forgot that I actually didn't take the vitamins because I was feeling so healthy with the shakes that I literally just forgot to take them. But they do make a difference for me. They have a big difference for me. Even though I'm like super healthy and I'm eating 5 times more vegetables than ever, and I can feel it in other ways. It's helping my system, it's helping my skin, I have more energy. It's even helping, like, I noticed my back, like when I look at it in the mirror, I'm not seeing as much like back fat as I used to, you know. So I love it. It's funny because like I used to have a little bit more when I don't know about you other ladies, but I actually like to feel my own butt because it's soft, right? And there's less there. So in a way that's almost like a disadvantage, but you know, some people might see that as an advantage. I don't know. I kind of miss that extra jiggle. But I don't miss looking at it, but I miss feeling it. So anyway, okay, let me take my vitamins. Just shut up now. Oh, and another thing, well, I'll say this after. What I was going to say about the ViShape mix. This will make the shakes taste, it's like a vanilla creamsicle. It's so sweet. To me, that is one of the great benefits of a ViShake. And my husband has been using these shakes for over a year, and he loves them. He takes them to work, and he puts them in a little jar, and he has this whole system down where he'll mix it up in a glass jar. It's like a peanut butter jar, and it's like his ritual, and he has 1 or 2 shakes at work every day. But he would never put vegetables in it, so that's what we do when he gets home and I'm making my shake late at night. I'll make one for me and one for him. And it comes out to be a lot of liquid. I don't know if you could tell, but that was like about 2 pints of liquid, at least. 1 full container is 2 pints of liquid, and sometimes I go over that, so sometimes it's 2 plus a little more. But anyway, he never put vegetables in it, and I just want to say to anybody who is using ViSalus already, this stuff is fantastic with vegetables. Please add vegetables to it, or just try it to see. I would recommend kale because it's like the most nutrient dense, It's not that expensive. You know, if you get it like at a local market, it's pretty inexpensive. I actually went to a farmer's market. It was almost a month ago, but I bought 3 bunches of organic kale leaves for $5. I kid you not. It was just probably like a really lucky day to go, but I couldn't believe it. That's when I started using the kale. When I saw it there for that price, I was like, oh my god. And since then, I haven't been to a farmer's market since then. That was only about a month ago, but you can get it at your local, you know, grocery, you know, not that expensive. And it probably comes on sale places too. Maybe not as often as the regular like lettuce or something, but pretty good. But anyway, I would highly recommend putting it into a Vi-Shape shake because it will also fill you up for longer. Like this stuff does have a certain amount of fiber in it, but for me personally, it didn't really fill me up like I wanted it to. Yeah, it filled me up for a little while. But I wanted something that was equivalent to I had just eaten a meal. And that is exactly what this does. When I put that many, you saw how many vegetables I put in there. When I put that many vegetables into a shake, I'm good for 2, 3, 4 hours. You know, and then I will get hungry again later on, but it's like, you know, that's what happens after you eat regular food. So it really is a thick, you know, a good amount of vegetables and just stuff that you're consuming. You know, it's not like it's just, you know, like a little watered down shake. It's a shake. It's got stuff in it, you know. So again, you know, that is one of the great benefits of this. Now, this is not, it's not vegan. It does have a certain amount of whey in it, so I just want to say to anybody who's watching this who is vegan, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sure that there are other ways that you can, you know, make these shakes taste awesome. Like my friend Gina recommended putting tofu in it, and that I did that, and it actually, like silken tofu, and it actually does give it a little bit more texture. It makes it thicker. You can have extra protein that way. I have a stevia plant in the back. You can sweeten it up with that. Because seriously, if I just put stevia in here, it would just like blend it all down so fast. Like it just like pulverizes whatever you put in here. It's even known to blend up flaxseed, like to just crack them open. I've never tried that. I prefer, just because I'm paranoid of some of them not getting blended, because I heard with flaxseed you have to actually blend it in order to get the nutritional benefits of it. If it's not blended, your body doesn't absorb the good stuff. You know, so I would prefer to just have it blended ahead of time. But, you know, according to the infomercials that I've seen, it does blend them if you just put the flaxseed in. So you can experiment yourself. But anyway, you know, there's a lot of different things you can do to sweeten up the flavor. There's tons of different recipes. And I got my Nutribullet for, I think it was $119. It has free shipping and handling, and I was able to do it on a payment plan, no interest. And it was something ridiculously cheap, like $20 a month for 6 months, I think. It was not more than $30 a month, whatever it was. I mean, so cheap. It really, I just can't stop telling people about this, and I wish that I could sell them, because I would literally go door to door. I'm not kidding. I would go door to door selling these things, because I feel like it's such a nutritional benefit for people, especially people like my husband who don't get a lot of vegetables in their system. And again, you know, I was not eating that many. I'm actually vegetarian. I'm training to run. This was maybe too big of a goal for me, but I'm training to run a 7-minute mile, something I haven't done since the 8th grade. And, you know, I don't even know if I can do it, but I'm working on it. And this is definitely helping to up my time. I just run and feel better when I have more vegetables in my system. I've noticed that for, you know, the last 15 years since I've been running. It's just a fantastic product, and I feel like it's good for the environment too, because when you buy locally grown food, when you buy vegetables, things that are not processed, it's ultimately better. You know, it consumes less resources to just buy something directly from a farmer, you know, like at a farmer's market or even at the grocery store, than it does to buy something that's like really processed. So, you know, as many fruits and vegetables as you can get into your diet, the better. So anyway, I would highly recommend the Nutribullet to anybody. You can go to their website. It's Nutribullet.com. And it's funny because I did ask the manufacturer, I wrote to them and I was like, can I sell these? Do you have an affiliate link or something? you know, can I buy them wholesale? And they're like, well, we'll let you know when we have that worked out. I guess they're still kind of working on it, but right now they don't have it. But I can genuinely say right now, I am not selling these. I wish I could. So in the meantime, you know, if I do sell them, I'll put a link down below. But if in the meantime, I would say, you know, just go to the Nutribullet site. It's Nutribullet.com. It's Nutribullet.com. And you can watch the infomercials from all the other people who have benefited from it. It's helped people who have little aches and pains, high cholesterol. Fibromyalgia was one of the other things. And for people who have fibromyalgia, I've heard that Visalis works really, really well for fibromyalgia, headaches. I think another woman on there might have been talking about migraines. I can't remember, but this works for a lot of the same things. It's all about nutrition. So imagine if you're having a Nutribullet shake and this. It's like total powerhouse of, you know, nutrition for your body. It's like extra, extra good for you. So anyway, go to the website, check it out, and thanks for watching.